Hey, welcome to FliteTest. I'm Josh. This is Josh.
Hi.
And that's Alex.
Hey guys.
And today we're talking about our newest swappable. This is the P51, and this is actually, well, it's our second
design,
warbird,
yep.
but it's actually the first of 3 consecutive warbird designs that we're gonna have released for you guys.
Leading up to FliteTest 2014.
That's right.
Yes.
And so this one we actually kind of introed at Seth, didn't we?
Yeah, actually we're afforded a really great opportunity with the timing of this. We actually had the prototypes, the beta versions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they quickly became our final versions.
Yeah.
This was the very first one.
All 3 of these actually. Well, these 2 went to Seth. This
Yes.
one we built at Seth.
Yes. And what did you call this?
Well, this is the signature series.
Signature series. Get why?
And everybody who
Because
we got to
their
hang
signatures
out
on
with
it.
over at
Yes.
Seth, we had them sign the plane. So
Yes.
this is the Seth 14 signature series P51.
And guys, for all you wonderful folks that we got to meet at Seth, I'm sorry, he came up with this idea 2 weeks prior to going to Seth. And we were about 2 days into it before we remembered.
So we missed out on a lot of signatures.
So if you didn't get to sign us, I'm so sorry about that. But we're going to do this at all our different events. When we go
Yeah.
to Knoll and to FliteTest, all that good stuff.
If you were at Seth and you didn't get to sign it, we'll just forge your names.
Yeah, just tell us what to forge. It's okay.
Yeah.
My favorite is right here. Hi, Ivan.
Thanks for writing legibly.
Yes, you did a really good job. He's
Yeah.
a cute kid. So, long story short, yeah, we have the P51 Mustang, and there's a couple of feedbacks that we got from the Spitfire that we wanted to really address.
Right.
And that was one thing, they want landing gear.
Right.
So we solved that problem. We put landing gear on it, and we found out a real simple solution to that using a popsicle, or not a popsicle stick, a paint stir. A paint stir inside the wings.
Josh eats really big popsicles.
It's incredibly robust. So we got our landing gear on it, and also if you look at the bottom of this one, we closed off our hatch. So if you put a nice cute spinner, covers up where your batteries go.
Nice.
Like that.
Now this was the first version, right?
And no landing gear, no hatch.
Yeah, this is more of a racer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
no hatch.
And actually, the funny thing is we got a lot of our inspiration from the great community. Matter of fact, what's the names that we got? Filkin,
Ultra Microbe. There's tons of them. Maybe we can list them on the screen.
Let's
Just like bloop, bloop.
Yeah, there's tons, and your warbirds are beautiful. Thank you so much for your contributions, and you also inspired us and gave us the tools we needed to make this happen very quickly.
Yes.
So it's because of you guys. Thank you for that. But we went ahead and we took some of those principles we learned from the Spitfire, some of the requests you guys wanted, like landing gears.
We took all 3 of these down to Seth,
And this one we built here.
We did a lot of testing. Actually, David landed it, as he likes to say, into the lake.
This one
Yes.
took a bath.
He crashed a couple things into the lake that
Yeah, he
weekend.
really had a fascination with water, didn't he?
Which, if you haven't seen it yet, check out the Seth recap video.
Yes, it has it kind of completes the story there.
But yeah, we were passing the transmitter, especially with this one, and this
Yeah.
one made it back in one piece. It actually looks great.
And a lot of great feedback too.
But we had so many people fly it. One that comes to mind is John, the Wildcat guy.
Wildcat guy. He's a scale pilot.
My friend,
Yeah.
2 thumbs up, and I'm not even a Mustang guy. I'm a Wildcat
Made
guy.
me happy.
Yeah, he was flying at scale, and he loved it. So we sent him home with the kit to
Yes.
test it out some more for us.
Yes.
But yeah, a lot of good feedback.
The reverse half Cubans
Yeah.
or inverted half Cubans were pretty much spot on. I had a little time with the loop only because I wasn't used to the aircraft, but I think if I got used to it, the loops would be perfect. The aileron roll was pretty scale.
Yeah, he flies super scale.
Wow.
He doesn't fly like
How
you.
was the rudder coupler?
There was none.
There was
I mean, you could feed a little rudder in if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Did the model need it? Not really. You could. I mean, I was just sort of. I don't say I was banking and yanking, but really because of the moment of the aircraft, it really didn't need a whole lot of rudder to be fed in to maintain the turn, and she didn't really fall out of a turn provided you kept appropriate throttle in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the undercambered wingtips help a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just keep that lift going.
You can.
I'm gonna build one.
But guys, your feedback at Seth was just crucial and wonderful for us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. And speaking of flying, let's go and put them up ourselves.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
There you go. We're in the air.
Takes off and it's like a Stoll P51.
Stoll P51. You know, one of the cool things about it, I love having landing gear on the P51 starting out because it's so wide.
Yeah.
You can still ground loop anything.
You can actually do donuts with this. That's what it was designed for, actually.
You were racing it around earlier, weren't you, doing
Yeah.
donuts on the concrete?
Yeah.
Just testing that landing gear.
Yeah, with the paint stir reinforcing under the foam, reinforcing the landing gear, it actually does pretty well.
Yeah.
I was being pretty rough on it, doing some high-speed touch and goes at Seth, and it did break occasionally, but nothing a little bit of hot glue couldn't fix.
I'll do a pass there.
Yeah.
Gotta stop watching your plane and start watching mine.
It's pretty cool.
That was fun.
So it's really agile.
Yeah, it's really responsive.
It flies a lot like the Spitfire as far as it's really forgiving. No tip stalls or anything, but the roll rate and pretty much everything is just a little bit more agile than the Spitfire.
It kept on reducing the undercamber on it until I finally started getting tip stall, and then I just backed it off just a little bit. And frankly, I only took one little guess, and then life was good.
Handles really well. The response is great. And like you said, it's really forgiving.
Definitely a bank and yank plane, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure, I like that.
This thing knife edge is better than any P-51 I've ever flown, that's for sure.
Just a key rule of thumb with this one, the wings are about 10% bigger, the tail's about 15% bigger. And you don't really see it on a fun scale plane like you would on a totally scale airplane. But if we actually kept the proportions, this wing would have been about 4 inches shorter.
Yeah.
And that really would cut a lot of the performance out.
And also, as always, with our airfoil designs, it has the undercambered wingtips.
Yes.
So that's why it's real forgiving with its stall characteristics.
And it rolls so fast.
Rolls really fast, yeah. You can really dial up your rates and get some crazy roll rates.
And one cool thing, it was a happy accident, is the battery is actually mounted really close to the CG. So the cool thing about that is you can go ahead and go really crazy on your motor size, or you can dial it down really, really light, and you have room. A lot of the other designs we had was basically the battery's all the way forward. So having that battery close to the middle means that you have some flexibility in your power plant.
The only change you made from version 1 was you put a little down thrust, right?
Yes, yeah.
Because it would...
Matter of fact, Josh, you notice when you go full throttle, it pitches up just slightly?
Yep.
Yeah, this one won't pitch up. When you go full throttle, it keeps on the same trajectory for the most part. Maybe just a slight touch up, but not like the original.
It flies inverted pretty well. However, you need to carry a lot of down elevator.
Yes.
And throttle. Throttle, I think, is more key than elevator.
Yeah.
You want to keep your airspeed way up, and it'll fly nice and inverted.
Yeah, no bad stall tendencies though.
That was close.
That was. Are you inverted too?
Yeah.
Oh, your shadow passed over me. That was cool. Yeah, we actually tested the beta version out here. Remember that? It was after the full shoot day.
Yeah. Oh, and we also had a chance, some more people that gave us some really good input were the guys at Black Sheep RC Club in Pendleton, South Carolina. We're on our way down to 7. They flew the big scale gassers, so they were flying it, doing full throttle, and
I still love the fact that they called us Sparkies.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, it feels honestly like just a little bit more advanced version of the Spitfire.
Yeah. It'll go pretty quick, but it also slows down really nice.
Yeah.
All right, ready, Josh? Ready.
I'm flying, you're flying the Supo, and I'm flying the Laser Toys with a 1047 on it.
Yeah, the Supo has tons of power.
But you know, one thing we did do different that we learned from the community is ventilation. The power pods don't ventilate very well. There's a functional scoop on the bottom that causes a vacuum, and then there's a NACA duct underneath the top turtle deck. So it'll draw some air over that ESC and help you cool down the ESC a little better. Oh, my battery's dead.
I think mine died a long time ago.
Mine's going for sure. It's going down.
Here comes Josh.
I'm down. All right, here comes Josh.
I'm gonna try to blow up my battery.
Nice. Good work.
Nice.
I think it cleared to the runway though.
It really slows down. It's funny, you drop the throttle and slow it down. It's
Yeah,
like,
it just drops. Nice, dude.
Good work.
There it is. That landing gear is a blast.
It is.
That's my favorite thing about it, I think.
I think we need to go back and maybe do a version 2 of the Spit, put a canopy on it and a landing gear.
Yeah.
You know, because David did an amazing light version. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, we did. I threw a landing gear on my little brother Luke. He's running
Oh,
audio.
really? Hi, Luke.
We took a baby blender landing gear and just stuck it right in there, fit perfectly.
Nice.
So maybe we can do a version 2 that comes with like one of these cool canopies and and the landing gear.
I like that.
I'll have to see if it's possible.
Guys, we want to sincerely thank you for watching. Thank you for all your input, your great designs on our forum and on our articles. We read them, we listen to them, and we're also inspired by them, and many other people are too, so thank you for that. Our speed build kit is available for the P51 if you're watching this video right now. Build video to follow soon, and every time you go to the store and you buy something from the store, you help us make this thing possible, so thank you for your support.
Yeah, thanks you guys. See you next time.
See you next
See you
time.
guys.